Ahoy, Let's Watchers, it's me, your valiant Captain Vasco. In the last episode, we discovered that the final boss of the game, well, not the final boss of the game, but the final regular boss of the game, will be Carnage, and he has ruined S.H.I.E.L.D. He has just made a mess. He's covered things in goop, he's caught things on fire, sort of incidentally. He doesn't really like the fire, but, well, it's pretty much our job to clean up the mess that he's created, and it's a doozy. He's created a zombie army. I'm gonna die at the start of this episode if I'm not careful. Yeah, like I said previously, do not mess around with these Slayer bots. Because, like, they will, like, seriously mess you up with their flamethrowers. Mostly the flamethrowers. Like, their ability to stomp on you is also somewhat unpleasant, but, like, the flamethrowers do super massive damage. Like, next time I'm fighting one, pay attention to my health bar, because, like, they are not messing around. Long story short. So I was complaining about, participation trophies. Right. Now, see, I'm the sort of guy who those are geared towards. To be clear up front, I'm not competitive or athletic or a capable human being, but I still think that the whole, like, I think this may just be an American phenomenon. For anyone who's, like, in another country watching this being like, what is he talking about? Like, you know, typically if you play in, like, a sport or something and your team does well, you get, like, a trophy for, like, doing well in the league. Like, that's cool. Like, you're being recognized for your efforts and for being good at stuff. Like, that's cool. But, like, in America, we've sort of started to develop this culture where, like, oh man, like, we can't make people feel bad by not giving them trophies, so we have to give everyone trophies. I don't get that. I don't know what that's about. So this room is, like, exploding. It's actually full of exploding planes. Hi, zombies! Oh, I killed that zombie. Oh, look, it's another... oh, killing you guy. I chose to walk towards him at exactly the wrong moment. But I chose to use Rage Mode at the correct moment because it kept him from stomping on my face. And I think I've actually already killed 10 Slayers, which is kind of ridiculous. I didn't think there were actually that many in the level. I'd never really paid that close attention to it. And I'm pretty sure one of the ones I killed, like, actually didn't even count because I accidentally killed it by punching it and not doing the context-sensitive B button kill move. I think there's, like, a spider emblem over here. Yeah, good remembering, Vasco. Yeah, I thought I remembered there being more enemies in this room, but apparently not. So let's go through this, like, flashing, blinking danger door. Danger Door seems like an excellent name for an album. Hi, everybody! After I'm done wailing on this Slayer, I should look at the Web of Destiny again. Because I think I may have unlocked... I haven't been paying close attention to how many challenges I've done. Let's go to Web of Destiny. So Doorbuster I did. Again, don't forget to do that after the helicopter thing, because you will not have another chance to do that. At least to my knowledge. Smells like bacon, that's later. Feeding Frenzy is later, as is Carnage Barbecue. Yeah, a lot of these are boss fight things, actually, and that's just a later thing. God, I gotta do this Ignite 5 enemies at the same time. It's gotta be, like, my focus. Successfully break out of the prison and collect emblems. So, yeah, we've done a lot of the sort of, like, keep in mind through the level ones. There's gotta be a better name for those, but that's how I think of them. Like, the ones that you sort of have to keep an eye on, or else you will forget that they are a thing to do. Not what I was trying to do. Yeah, the context-sensitive B button. Oh, there we go. Nice! That was quite fortunate. Again, I find that a really difficult challenge, but just keep trying. Just remember to keep trying throughout the level, and eventually you'll come across it. I think later on there's actually a couple places where it's relatively easy to do it, but again, it's sort of a trial and error thing. So I just gotta remember to do this, which I will not forget, because that is a very specific part of the level. These are boss fight things. It's later. This is later. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing I have to remember to do is keep playing the game, which may be a challenge. I'm not sure. We'll see. See if I can keep that going, if I can remember to play the game. That's weird. He was, like, totally on the verge of death, and it seems as though he's recovered completely, which I did not think was how that worked at all. I'm kind of nervous jumping under these things, and not because I think that they're gonna close, which I sort of did the first time I was playing through the level, but because that's where the weird thing happened. The thing I mentioned last time, the sort of glitchy occurrence.
Okay. On the bright side, I think I found an escape route.
There you go. There's optimism for you. But I will show that to you, I've decided, at the point in the level where it happened last time. I'll do a quick cut, and I'll show you the weird thing that happened. Alright, so once you kill everyone, this rock dislodges from the ceiling and opens up this creepy blood-covered vent. It's not actually blood-covered, but it is blood-colored. It's actually kind of a clever thing, because, you know, like, this is sort of a cartoony violence game. Having blood everywhere would sort of be like, you know, teen rating territory, or at the very least sort of unsettling for kids who probably want to play this game. But so instead we just sort of use the canonical, like, red goop and sort of use it like blood for, like, atmospheric effect, like you would in a zombie game. Does this one also count towards the web pull? I don't remember. I think it does. One of them does. That's weird, because before I managed to go through the level, and you know, you have to do the two. You have to do this one and that one near the start of the level in order to progress through the level. And yet somehow at completion of the level, I only had one web pull.
No way. Great, because things weren't sucky enough.
So here's a new enemy type. It's like little Carnages.
I just know it.
That'd be a terrible children's show. Little Carnages. It's sort of like Little Rascals, only like horrifying. And like results in zombification. Hey, that'd be a good hashtag memoir titles. Yeah, I'm trying to start like a new thing on Twitter. Not because I think I'm cool enough to have a thing on Twitter, but just because it will give me something to do on Twitter, and I feel like I don't use it enough. Which is hashtag memoir titles, and the premise is... The best way I've come up with to describe it is it's sort of like That's What She Said, only instead of being about, like, dirty jokes, like things that someone would say in inappropriate context, it's sort of like if you say something that would be like an interesting title for your memoir, then you hashtag memoir titles it. Right, so the thing I'm doing, which I don't think I've explained at all, even though it has been the focus of this room and the past couple of minutes of game time, is this is the room. Well, these, what does it call them on the Web of Destiny? Is these the ones? Nope. This one? Yeah. Symbiotic creatures. Okay, so this is where the symbiotic creatures are introduced. It's also a room that's like made of like 40% fire. So there's like all these like little, I don't even know what these are supposed to be. Just like little like wooden, like Lincoln log corners that are on fire. And oh good, I've unlocked upgrades I probably don't need. Let's check those out. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Scrolling, scrolling. I don't think there's a quicker way to scroll, which is kind of annoying. Oh. Did I know that there were more levels of charge? I don't think I did know that. Well, might as well buy ultimate charged level maximum and see if that's any good. Because if it is, it means that they're all probably pretty good. And this is actually an excellent room to use this. Huzzah! Yeah, the thing I really dislike about the charge attacks is that it's super easy for enemies to disrupt them, making them a really crappy tactic for trying to take down enemies who are surrounding you. Because if any one of the enemies surrounding you hits you, then your move doesn't work. Anyway, charge level 3 seems decent, but I'm still not impressed. The thing is, like, the ultimate charge can't really hone in on the territory of rage mode, so it kind of has to suck because rage mode is so awesome. Like, if all of your moves were just rage mode of some kind, like, that'd be just dumb. Oh, so I guess this is where the jailbreak... I guess you could call just this room sort of a prison holding area. I know there's a couple of spider emblems in here. I do have a tendency to forget where they are. Kind of difficult to track down because they're on, like, multiple levels, and there's, like, walls and doors in the way. I'm not seeing more on this side, but I think there's, like, one on the other side. Where is it? There is it. There is it? There it is! Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just pick it up. It's not that hard. Just pick it up. So I don't think there's any more of these. But yeah, so basically, when you come in here, it's really tempting to use your rage mode to make this easier. But, like, it makes your life easier if you're trying to do challenges to just throw fire until everyone's burned.
Spider-Man, help! Up here!
Yeah, I don't like that particular, like, civilian intro because it does not make it clear where you're supposed to go to help the civilian. I find this room challenging, we'll say. I almost died in here during one of my practice runs. Possibly during both. I think maybe both, actually. It's kind of a hard room. But yeah, the previous room, the one full of fire, that's also a good place to try and take care of your strike, your charge attack one. Once you've taken care of the fire aspect, like, you sort of just have, like, a bunch of guys who are still trying to swarm you. Because they give you sort of a generous amount of enemies there. I think deliberately, so it's not excruciatingly difficult to get the smells like bacon challenge completed. But as a result, like, it also means there's a lot of enemies trying to swarm you. So it's a reasonable place to try and get your strike challenge done as well. Now there's like another spider emblem on one of these, like, scaffolding. That word was really hard for me to think of. One of these scaffolding things. And it actually took me less time to find the scaffolding thing than it did to think of the word scaffolding. So I gotta go up, more upperly, more up direction. This guy is just here. Again, like, this feels forced, honestly. This part of the level where you have to save this one civilian who doesn't actually help you, who isn't immediately visible to you when you enter this room. Like, it just feels like they're trying to add a civilian section to this level that wasn't necessary. And, like, I would understand it a little bit more if every level had a civilian section, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's true at all. I think there's a couple of levels that don't. So I don't really get it. Here's the thing. Oh, it's over here.
Thanks for getting me to safety. Good luck stopping this. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, I suppose I am. So here is actually the section of the level where I fell through into an abyss of nothingness forever. I'm gonna take a step over here so you can watch that.
Security system failure in detention block. Security personnel respond.
Hey, stop trying to fight me. I was trying to show off something hilarious and nonsensical. Hi everybody, I'm hitting you with my arms. Hey, here's like an interesting general strategic note for Ultimate Spider-Man that I don't think I've addressed, but probably should have much sooner. Is that honestly, while like all of his attacks are affected by the power upgrade from Rage Mode, I strongly advise almost exclusively using your like quote, weak attack, your X, your quick attack. So basically Y, or probably triangle if you're playing this on the PlayStation, is your heavy attack, and X is your light punching move. And like the light punching move is good for like rapid combos and stuff like that. But like, because of the way, oh good, Emblem Collector completed. But like, because of the way Rage Mode is structured, like the heavy attacks, which take longer and don't hit as many enemies because it's a vertical attack, like it's just not as good. Like you really just want these like quick horizontally sweeping attacks because they hit more enemies, they recharge your Rage Mode more quickly. Like, it's just a much better strategy in general. There are definitely times, like during boss fights and stuff, you may want to use your Rage Mode Y attack, but like, honestly, your lighter attacks are much more effective in Rage Mode, generally speaking. So that's a good thing to keep in mind if you're playing through this level. Particularly this level, because like, there's more enemies with more health. That's sort of the reasoning there. Let's take a look at the Web of Destiny, even though I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anything. Jailbreak, because I escaped the thing. Emblem Collector, because I'm awesome. Feeding Frenzy is the final boss fight. This is the mid-boss fight with air quotes around it. And this is just a thing that happens. So yeah, pretty much just keep playing the game, Vasco, even though you already knew to do that. Cool, the door's open. Don't change my camera. I am in the middle of punching. You do not disrupt a man while he is punching. Why are these people even fighting me? I don't think these ones are zombies. I mean, I could just be wrong. They could just also be zombies, but they look like just regular S.H.I.E.L.D. guys to me. I don't understand why S.H.I.E.L.D. guys would be fighting me. Like, even if Carnage wasn't around.
I don't believe it. Is that a crashed helicarrier?
A little bit. We're here already. And by already, I mean that wasn't actually that quick. I'm punching your face. Oh god. I'm punching your face. I'm punching your face. Not even actually paying full attention to this. I was just checking something on my my computer screen, and I was about to get like clawed in the face. Oops.
No soul.
Reactor throws. 1 of 5. Oh, it just gives you one? That seems kind of lazy, actually. I mean, I like that sort of cutscene as sort of an introduction to this is the thing that you're supposed to be doing. So, here's how it works. Carnage hates fire. I feel like we've established that, but in case you missed it, Carnage hates fire. So these engines are sort of combustion engines, and they have perch points on them. So what you can do is sort of stand on them and try and like matador Carnage into like jumping onto the perch point. When he does that, you'll get, you'll have your spider sense trigger to sort of show you that you're about to get hit by Carnage. It's actually really tricky to have this work. I think it's actually easier to sort of like... There's a certain thing he does, and I'm not sure what prompts it, but like, he'll jump to safety on the perch point of the helicarrier engine, and when that happens, that's a really good time to knock him into it. But like, you can do the matador thing where you sort of perch on it and like wait for him to land on it, and sometimes, a lot of the time when he tries to attack you there, he'll like immediately jump away, like that. But like sometimes he'll sit there, like that. Wow, that was really convenient. So like sometimes he'll just perch on it, and then you could just knock him in at that point. You can... Oh, okay, so here's this thing. That's the move I was talking about when he makes the ground all like gross and crawly. He'll jump to... Because there's sort of like a lower level and an upper level to this boss fight. So whichever level he does the creepy crawly thing on, the other one is where he'll jump onto the helicarrier for safety. By helicarrier, I mean helicarrier engine. Now, Carnage, you can attack him normally, but he's pretty good at blocking. You usually only get a couple of like small hits on him. Like, I don't think he's like ever vulnerable enough for you to get like a full combo on him. But even when you do, like, he's pretty resilient to damage, which makes sense because Carnage is probably one of the most intimidating Spider-Man villains, really.
Did I just say that?
So, like, while you can attack him normally, it definitely does the most damage to try and trick him into, going into the helicarrier engines. Also, one of the challenges for the level is to knock him into the helicarrier engines 5 times. So, you know, there's some incentive for that. So I definitely like to do at least 5 helicarrier knock-ins? I don't know what to call those. Could have had him. Almost had him. Hi there. Punching you mode. Yeah, after you hit him a couple times, he usually, like, goes into his, like, weird cage defensive stance.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
If you keep doing it, then he'll, like, do some scary counterattack that I forget exactly how it works. Oh good, he made the ground creepy. Hi there, I hope you like engine fire. Boom!
Hey, big red and gruesome, put a cork in it. I'll stop doing it if you stop surviving.
More hitting you! Ouch.
Hey, big red and gruesome, put a cork in it.
So yeah, I think at this point I'll probably try to focus on punching him just because it will technically be quicker. I don't know. It's kind of arguable. Because, like, if you can hit him into the engines, it does, like, a ton of damage, and thus it takes fewer of those to finish him off. But at the same time, it can take kind of a while to get one of those hits in. Oh, I hit his, like, charge attack. It's weird that he has, like, the same charge attack that Ultimate does. But I guess it kind of makes sense.
Mayday, mayday! This is helicarrier Double Sierra. Can anyone hear me? Mayday! We're coming back in!
Looks like he's heading for that control tower.
Mayday, mayday! Some of those creatures got on board! Repeat, we have been boarded! They're in the full reverse!
Alright, well, here's another fun part of the level, and I will mess this up multiple times for you in the next episode. In the meantime, you know, have a party. Go out and have a party. It may be a literal party, it may be a figurative party, but I want you to have fun. And I hope you had fun watching, and I hope you will next time as well. If you did, please give me the thumbs up, and, you know, comment and subscribe and say nice things. These are all lovely things you could do for me if you felt it. Otherwise, feel free to insult me mercilessly in the comments or do whatever, because, you know, when you put yourself out there on the internet, you're bound to have people hate on what you're doing. Just go check out my Renegade Constabulary LA Noire playthrough for evidence of that. That is not a popular Let's Play. Anyway, I'll see you here next time. Same spider time, same spider channel, I guess. Bye.